Hello guys, welcome back. So in today's video we are going to understand about the naive search string. Okay, why it is required, why you want to learn it. Let's talk about all these things in this video. Okay, so let's start with the definition of the naive search string. Okay, so naive string search, which is also known as brute force algorithm, searches for a string also called pattern, right, within a larger string. It checks for the character matches of a character pattern at the each index of the string, right. In If all the characters of pattern match with the string, then search stops. If not, it shifts to the next index of the string for check. Okay, so for most of you guys, I think this definition itself is sufficient, but for those who didn't understood, so let me explain you what is written here, what is written over here, right. So yeah, so let's say you have a string. Let's say you have some random string. Okay, let's consider this as a, or why we consider it's a string only, right. Okay, so let's consider this as a string, right. So in case if you want to search for a particular character, like how many times that particular character is occurring in that particular string, then it's simple for you guys, right. So you will simply run a for loop and then you will check through each character. Let's say you want to check for I, or let's say you want to check for J. Okay, so or we can see like which character is occurring a lot. Okay, so let's check for J. Okay, so let's say you wanna check for J, how many times J is occurring in this particular big string, right. So what you will do, you will check if this is J, no, this is J, no, this is J, no. So this way you will find all the way up to here you found one J, and then you can simply increment its count like this. Okay, and then you move on to find some other occurrences. If you find a new, then you will update its count as 2. As you can see, we have 2 occurrences of J here, right. So, and I think it's zoomed enough, right. Okay, so this way you can search for a character in the string very easily using for loop or any other method, right. But the problem comes when you get a particular pattern to search in a string. Okay, so let's say you have a pattern here. Hi there, how are you? You there? Okay, so let's say you have a string like this. Okay, and here you wanna search a pattern which is, let's say you got a substring there. Okay, how you will search it with your basic like searching algorithm? It simply won't work, right. So what you have to do, you have to search for a pattern there. You have to search for this particular word, how many times it is occurring in the string, right. So it could be problematic, right. So in those cases the naive string search comes into picture. Okay, with the help of naive string search we can implement an algorithm which will help you search those particular words and how many times they are occurring. Okay, so let's visualize like how naive string search works. Okay, so what we are going to basically do, let's say you have a string here. Okay, so I've already kept my this thing ready, keynote. I don't know what it is called, like it's anyways that doesn't matter, right. So let's say you have a string here. Okay, so here in this big string you want to search for a word hello. Okay, how many times this hello is occurring? So what we will do in the naive string search, we search for the first character. Okay, so here H, it is matching with the substring. This is a substring, right, by the way. So here H is matching with the H. Okay, then we move on to the next character I, and here also we'll move on to the next character E. Okay, so I is not matching with E. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll simply move on to the next character. Okay, we'll simply move this thing to the next character. Now again we will check, here H is matching with this H. Okay, and we can do do lowercase uppercase, that's up to us only, right. So here H is matching with this H, that's fine. We move on to the next character. E is matching with the E, it's also matching. L is matching with the L, it's also matching. L, again we got an L, so it is also matching with this L. And then O, so here this complete word is matching with this particular word, right. So we'll update the count, like we found a word in the, what to say, in the big string which is matching with our word. Okay, we can keep track of it, like we can create an object map or anything. Okay, now we move on to the another word, right? So here we'll again check T is not matching with the H, then we move on to the next character. H is matching with the H, E is matching with the E, R is not matching with the L. Okay, so again we move on to the next character. Okay, I don't know why it started moving here. Okay, so yeah, here again we will check E is not matching with the E. Okay, so we move on to the next character. H is matching with the H, O is not matching with the E, right? So again the second character is not matching with the second character. We'll move on to the next one. Okay, so this way we'll check all the way up till until we find the next character which is matching completely with the one which we are trying to search, right? So here as you can see, again H is matching with the H, E is matching with the E, double L and double L, O and O. Okay, so here again we are getting a word which is exactly matching with this one, right? So we will update the count as 2. Like in this particular string we got hello twice, right? This is occurring 2 times. Okay, so this way we will again go till the end of this string, and then we try to find if there is any other occurrences which we can check where we have the hello word in that particular string or not. And if it is not, then we return the output like hello we got 2 times in the whole string. Okay, so this is the basically idea. This is how we basically used to check for a particular pattern or a particular substring. Okay, sometimes people used to call it pattern, sometimes people used to call it substring. Okay, so it's up to you, right? So it's a basic understanding, right? So what we used to do, basically we basically write a function where we pass a gigantic string, and then in the second parameter we pass a substring which we are trying to search in the parent string, right? So this is the basically idea, and this is how like the knife string search works, right? So yeah, I hope I made it clear like how it is like how it works internally, how this knife string search works internally. So this is it for this video, guys. If you want to take a screenshot of the like definition, and you can find a definition anywhere in the internet as well, right? That's not a big deal. So in case if you find the want to take a screenshot, then you guys can take a screenshot. Now let's quickly try to understand what is written here again. Okay, so I have already explained you how it works, right? So knife string search, also known as brute force algorithm, searches for a string also called as pattern within a large string. We have already seen that we get a large string, we get a small string, we try to search that small substring or the pattern inside the big string, right? So we try to search for that exact substring in the big string. That is the first point. It checks for the character matches the pattern at the each index of the string. We check character by character, as I have already shown you. If H is matching with the H, then we'll check second index, like E should be there in the in that particular word. It should be contiguous to the H, right? That means it should be adjacent to the H. So all the characters should be together. It's not like we found H here, we found E here, we found double L here, and then we found O here, then we'll update like we got the hello. It's not like that, right? We have to find the exact same pattern. If it is hello, then we have to find the word in that particular string. It should be hello in that string, right? So something like this which you are seeing here. If it is matching with this one, okay, if it is matching with this one completely with all the indexes, okay, all the characters at the exact same index, then only we are going to update the count of the particular substring. Okay, so this is what this says. If all the characters of the pattern match with the string, then search stops. Okay, so what, according to this definition, what it is like, if you found the like if you found all the characters of the substring into the parent string, okay, and they are contiguous as well, that means they are next to each other in the exact same pattern, right? Then what we do, we simply stop the search. And in case you want to search for more occurrences, you want to check for more occurrences, then you keep on searching until you find the another occurrence, right? And if there is no occurrences, then you return the like count of the words, like how many times you found that word, right? If not, it shifts to the next index of string for the check, right? We have already seen that. So let's say you have H here, you have I here, you have E here in the second index. So we move on to the next index, right? So here again we'll do the same thing. H, E, it is next to H. E, it is next to H, double L, which is next to E and H, double L, which is next to E and H, and then O, which is next to double L E H. So here also O is next to double L E H. So this is a word we found, and then we'll update the count. Okay. So yeah, this is all about knife string search in a nutshell. Okay, so in the next video, let's quickly jump into one question related to knife string search, because I don't want to confuse you guys by putting the definition and the question together in a single video, right? So you guys also need some time to understand like how it works, what is the definition, so that you can absorb it. Then you can easily solve the question which I release in the next video, right? So guys, this is it for today. See you in the next one.